Imagine a world where light is not something you see every day, but something you become. A world where darkness is so complete that even your own shadow disappears. Where every flash of light could mean food or death. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, far beyond the reach of the sun, creatures live in a realm of eternal night. And yet somehow, this darkness is not empty. It flickers, it pulses. It explodes into sudden sparks of blue, green, and ghostly white. How do animals hunt when they cannot see? How do they hide when there is nowhere to run? And how do they find each other in a world where sound fades and sight is almost useless? The answer is light. Not sunlight, but living light. In the deepest, darkest corners of our planet, life doesn't merely survive without sunlight. It thrives by creating its own. These organisms don't fear the darkness. They command it. They turn their bodies into weapons, signals, decoys, and traps. They glow to hunt, they glow to hide. They glow to love, in a place where light should not exist. It becomes the most powerful currency of all. And what scientists have discovered about these glowing creatures challenges everything we thought we knew about survival. Close your eyes. Now imagine descending miles beneath the ocean's surface. The pressure is crushing. The temperature drops. Sound fades. And then nothing. Absolute blackness. Suddenly, a pinprick of light appears. Then another. Then dozens. Lights ripple like constellations drifting through liquid space. A jellyfish pulses like a beating heart. A worm paints the darkness with electric blue. And somewhere in the distance, a single glowing dot hangs motionless. Waiting. Welcome to the greatest light show on Earth hidden beneath the waves. This is living light. The deep ocean is the largest habitat on Earth. It covers more than half of the planet's surface, yet remains one of the least explored places we know. Below about 1,000 meters, roughly 3/4 of a mile, sunlight disappears completely. This is the abyssal zone. A place of permanent night. No sunrise, no sunset, no seasons. For a long time, scientists believed this environment was nearly lifeless. How could anything survive without light? But as deep-sea submersibles finally descended into the darkness, they revealed something astonishing. The abyss was alive, and it was glowing. Today, scientists estimate that more than 75% of deep-sea animals can produce light in some form. Fish, squid, jellyfish, crustaceans, even worms. On Animal Lover Planet, we explore how life adapts to the impossible. And nowhere is that ingenuity more breathtaking than in the glowing world of bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is not magic. It's chemistry. At its core is a reaction between two key components, luciferin and luciferase. When luciferin reacts with oxygen, triggered by luciferase, energy is released not as heat but as light. This process is incredibly efficient. Nearly 100% of the energy becomes light, unlike a light bulb, which wastes most of its energy as heat. Some organisms produce luciferin themselves. Others rely on symbiotic bacteria, housed inside special light organs. These bacteria glow continuously, fed by nutrients from their host. But here's the twist. Bioluminescence isn't just one thing. It comes in many forms. Some creatures glow constantly, like living lanterns drifting through the dark. Others flash rapidly, creating coded signals. And some unleash sudden explosions of light designed to confuse, distract, or terrify. Scientists often describe three major functions of bioluminescence: offense, defense, communication, and in the deep sea, these roles often overlap in extraordinary ways. Perhaps the most infamous glowing predator of all is the anglerfish. In the abyss, food is scarce, energy is precious. Chasing prey would be a waste, so the anglerfish doesn't chase. It waits. Extending from its head is a modified spine tipped with a glowing bulb filled with bioluminescent bacteria. This lure sways gently, mimicking the movement of a small, injured animal. In total darkness, prey are drawn toward the only visible thing around. And when they get close enough, the darkness snaps shut. But anglerfish are just the beginning. Some squid use a tactic scientists call flash and grab. When prey approaches, the squid emits a sudden burst of intense light, momentarily blinding its target before striking with lightning speed. Other predators use light in a far subtler way. Deep-sea dragonfish produce red bioluminescence, a wavelength most deep-sea animals cannot see. It's like hunting with night vision goggles while everyone else is blind. To the dragonfish, prey are fully illuminated. To the prey, there is only darkness. In the deep sea, being seen can be fatal. So why glow at all? Because sometimes light is the best way to disappear. Many animals use a technique called counter-illumination. They produce light on their undersides that matches the faint glow from above, erasing their silhouette when viewed from below. To a predator looking up, they vanish. Others use light more aggressively. Certain squid eject clouds of glowing mucus like underwater flares, creating a dazzling distraction while they escape into the dark. Some jellyfish detach glowing body parts, sacrificing a piece of themselves to confuse attackers. And then there's the burglar alarm. Small organisms, when attacked, suddenly light up not to scare their predator, but to attract something bigger. The glow is a beacon that says, "I'm being eaten, and you might want a piece of this." In the deep, even light can scream. In a place where sound travels poorly and physical contact is rare, communication becomes a challenge. Light solves that problem. Many species use species-specific flashing patterns, like underwater Morse code. The timing, brightness, and rhythm of flashes help animals recognize their own kind. This is especially important for reproduction. Some glowing worms perform elaborate courtship displays, spiraling through the water and releasing pulses of light in precise sequences. If the timing is wrong, even by fractions of a second, the signal is ignored. Jellyfish ripple with waves of light, turning their entire bodies into glowing messages. And in some regions, scientists have observed massive synchronized light displays, thousands of organisms flashing together, creating living constellations. What exactly they're communicating is still a mystery. But one thing is clear. In the deep ocean, light is language. Bioluminescence is powerful, but it's not free. Producing light requires energy, and energy is scarce in the deep sea. Glow too much, and you attract predators. Glow too little, and you miss food or mates. Every flash is a calculated risk. Some animals can control their light with incredible precision, dimming it, shaping it, even shuttering it off entirely in milliseconds. Others rely on environmental triggers, glowing only when touched or attacked. Evolution has fine-tuned these systems over millions of years. Each species walks a narrow line between visibility and survival, and sometimes evolution takes things to extremes. Consider the vampire squid. Neither true squid nor octopus, it uses bioluminescent organs on its arms to create spinning displays of light-confusing predators while it drifts away. Or the Tomopterus worm, which releases glowing yellow particles, one of the rarest colors in bioluminescence. Then there are the comb jellies, whose shimmering rainbows are not bioluminescence at all, but light diffraction often mistaken for glowing life. The deeper scientists look, the stranger things become. And for every species we know, countless others remain unseen. Bioluminescence isn't just beautiful. It's useful. Scientists are studying glowing proteins for medical imaging, allowing doctors to track cancer cells in real time. Researchers are exploring bioluminescent sensors to detect pollution and toxins. Some even imagine sustainable lighting inspired by nature's soft, energy-efficient illumination grown, not manufactured. But perhaps the greatest value of bioluminescence is what it teaches us about life itself. That survival doesn't always mean strength. Sometimes it means creativity. Sometimes it means becoming the light when there is none. In the deepest darkness on Earth, life did not give up. It adapted. It transformed chemistry into beauty, fear into strategy, darkness into opportunity. The glowing creatures of the deep remind us that life does not need ideal conditions to flourish. It needs imagination. Here on Animal Lover Planet, we celebrate the wonders that prove how resilient and how astonishing life can be. Because even in a world without sun, life still finds a way to shine. And somewhere, deep beneath the waves, the lights are still flickering.